In today's video, I will be showing you the brand new best strategy to unlock levels on your weapons inside of Modern Warfare 3 and more specifically Modern Warfare Zombies, because this once again is the most broken strategy out there and it kind of feels almost better than the one that we did have for the exfil strategy, which if you don't know is completely nerfed. The amount of zombies that spawns in is ridiculously low right now, and also on top of this the exfil chopper takes forever to return. Before we fully get into the video, I just want to quickly thank you all so much for the love and attention that the channel has been getting recently. We're on the road to hitting 50,000 subscribers and we're getting closer and closer every single day, so I thank you so much. It's like a dream come true. And also thank you so much for all the love and attention the videos overall have been having with the likes as well, so thank you so much. I would very much appreciate a like on this one because it would help out the spread of the video. Anyway, the first strategy that we're going to be getting into is the easy one, because there's going to be two different ones. There's the easy one that anyone can access, and then there's the second one that is slightly more difficult to get into, but I would say is even better than the first one. And the neat thing with this is you can actually combine these two strategies together to kind of make one ridiculously long match, but also on top of that make one ridiculously long match with a lot of weapon XP and just player XP overall. To quickly explain the weapon XP inside the game, if you don't know, anything that you get from, like, let's say kills from zombies with an explosive like a lethal, tactical, energy mine, field upgrade, anything like that, and you're holding the weapon, any XP that you get from that counts for your weapon XP, as we don't have separate XP for anything, so everything that you get for XP overall counts for both the player and the weapon itself. So the first strategy involves you completing an objective, and inside this objective you can actually just farm zombies super easily. And this objective, it's the Outlast one, which is like a little antenna on your map. All you have to do here is walk over to it, accept the quest itself, go over to the location where they're telling you, which will be like covered in ether crystals, and activate this objective. Once you have this objective activated, zombies will essentially start spawning like crazy, and the thing that I recommend for you to do here is try to look for their spawn point. So essentially zombies will have this one area where they will be spawning like crazy. Sometimes they kind of switch from place to place, and then at one point they just start spawning from one location. The thing with this is do not try to complete the percentage on the actual like Outlast bit, so just try to stay away from the main objective. You don't have to stay there for more than a certain amount of percentages. It doesn't affect the amount of zombies that spawn in. And the neat thing with this is you're basically kind of doing this all by yourself. You won't have to worry about players running up to you like at an exfil. You won't have to do anything unless a player is like, oh, let me go here, oh, you need help, and then they decide to help you, and then they stick around for too long. So you don't really have to worry about other players being there. One of the biggest disadvantages I think that comes with this objective and this XP farm on this location specifically is the fact that there will be a bunch of hellhounds that will be spawning, and the hellhounds are definitely like the most annoying boss zombie that we have, or at least side zombie that we have. They just constantly run at you. It's very difficult to escape from them, so preferably having like maybe stamina up, jug, and some other perks over time is really good in this, because the quest itself will be cancelled, so you can essentially just run around and do stuff. And one of the best things that I like to do is just kind of grind out this objective as long as possible, like almost to the end of the match if I feel like it, to see how much XP I get. And now we can move on to the second strategy, which you can kind of combine together. For the second strategy, it's a tiny bit more complicated, but it also isn't really. For the second one, you do need to complete the Act 1 full act, so you have to go from the first mission to the last, and because of this we need the last mission. And inside of this last mission, if you didn't know, you get teleported to a different location, or at least flow into a different location by taking a special exfil. And once you're taken to this other location, you have another hour added onto your playtime. So this is why I think combining these two is really good, because not only can you stay in the first match just simply grinding out the Outlast objective, getting a bunch of points, and then on top of this, after completing the Outlast objective you get even more points, and then combining all those points going to maybe get like pack 2 or maybe just pack 1, but have like different weapon rarities which you can get from ether tools. If you want, you preferably should spawn in with one, and then you could actually fly over to the Act 1 final mission, and you could repeat this as many times as you want, like overall in the future. It's not one time and then you can never play it again. And once you're in here, it can be a bit challenging, so that's why I would recommend for you to at least set up a tiny bit, maybe have like jug, definitely pack 2 or pack 1, but like a high rarity on your weapon that you're planning to use. Maybe if you're planning to, oh, I finished this weapon, but I guess I could stay still an hour inside of this game, so let me go hit the box. Maybe hit the box until you get like a legendary or a purple weapon, depending on how late you stay in the game, and then hop over to that location and then grind another weapon, because here is where stuff gets crazy. Also, do bear in mind you don't have to combine the like Outlast objective with this. You can choose when you want to do what. If you prefer the Outlast objective, just do the Outlast objective. If you prefer this strategy, then do this strategy just. Or if you would like to combine them too, I think that would be pretty cool, and it's something that I really like doing. Once you're here, basically make your way through the mission, but But the first thing that you want to do is look out for the turret circuit, which should be located on the roof when you land. It could be in different locations, but from what I noticed, they give you these turret special circuits always, just because they're kind of like a huge help inside of the game. And basically keep it, progress your way more further, go over to Jansen, wait until she's done, and then once she's done, go inside of her room, and I'm pretty sure there's always an 100% spawn rate of another circuit. So now you have two. From here, what you want to do is basically escort her all the way to the exfil chopper location, let her get on top of the chopper, but as she's doing that and you're waiting for everything, go over to the turret that's located in here and activate it. The reason you want to activate it is because this is almost like an AFK spot. The turret will start doing everything for you. It will start killing all the zombies, and the XP rate becomes insane. It almost becomes better than what you did have on the exfil strategy, and I'd even say even with that annoying duplication glitch that was around, this is an insane strat. But if you only collect the two circuits, you will only have like so much time to use it, because after a while the turret does become disabled. So what I do recommend for you to do after this is preferably just run around and kill zombies. This to me really reminds me of Forsaken on Cold War Zombies. On Forsaken we had like this spawn location where there was a bunch of zombies constantly spawning, and it's not like the OG exfil spot or even Outlast. Here zombies never calm down, they just non-stop pile up and attack you and run at you. So that's why having a higher rarity weapon is really preferable, because these will be tier 2 zombies. And also, if you do want, you could spend a tiny bit more time running around looking for circuits to basically treat this like as a full AFK strategy. But there's only probably so many circuits that you can find around the place, but it will be leveling up like crazy. Also, something to mention is you will probably have XP tokens. Right now there's an event inside of the game for the next 6 days that will be giving you XP tokens. For completing the tier missions, you'll be getting XP tokens. There's also a monster deal that can give you XP tokens. And then lastly, all on top of this, you will also have your XP tokens from Modern Warfare 2. So if you do have those, definitely activated, and it's just such a good way of just grinding those weapon levels. And what I really like about this doesn't feel like it should really break the game too much, because not only is the Outlast objective something that's normal, and I feel like the zombie spawn rate doesn't increase, it just constantly like replaces the zombies that should be there, so you're not breaking or lagging the game. And then also on top of all of this, if you exfil to the next location, I'm like certain that this is your own little server, so you don't have to worry about breaking other people's games, you don't have to worry about you breaking your own game. Here it's just you and the zombies, or if you decide to spawn in with your friends, it's you and your friends. So this shouldn't be too broken, it shouldn't cause game lag, it shouldn't cause you bugging out the game, because not only are you not constantly calling in an exfil chopper, so you're like, you know, overwhelming the server, you're not constantly spawning in more and more zombies, because I'm pretty sure the exfil like location was slightly bugged out with the amount of crazy zombies that just kept on spawning on top of the other ones. Here it's just the way it's supposed to be, but you can take your time and basically use it to level up your weapons like crazy and super fast, and this is definitely the best strategy. So if you have Act 1 completed, then definitely try this out. Combine that Outlast mission with this, try to get as many weapon levels inside of the game and maybe on top of other weapons. It can become insane, and I'm surprised I never thought of this before, because after the exfil mission went away, I was like, what else can you do? I didn't know about the Outlast mission, so I decided to test that out, and I was like, wait a minute, what if I go over to an exfil mission that is definitely not bugged out, because it's supposed to be very difficult. Anyway, I've yapped for long enough, so if this video did help you out in any kind of way, then definitely be sure to subscribe. A like would be very much appreciated. We're on the road again to hitting 50,000 subscribers, and let's aim for maybe 100 likes on this one. Thank you so much again, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.